Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for LipSense at lunchtime. Today's color is Cocoa. You can see that. It is a beautiful warm brown. It's a dark brown with beautiful gold reflex. And today I'm actually wearing it with gold glitter gloss just because I like to give it that extra something. And I just wanted to have it on so you could see it at the beginning of the video. I really love this color. I'm not necessarily partial to super dark browns all the time, but especially during autumn, and if dark browns are your thing, your jam, then this is definitely, it's a beautiful color, and it's one that I remember when I first got it, I was very afraid to try it on because I was like, oh, I'm not sure what exactly that's going to do, but it turned out to be very pretty. And again, this is it with gold glitter gloss on it. So I'm going to go ahead and go in and take this off. I just wanted you to see what it looked like before I did the application, so that I figured if I had it on the beginning of the videos, whenever these pop up on Facebook, you might be able to get an idea of, oh, that's what the color is going to look like that she's going to put on, instead of having to wait until the entire end of the video to see what color I'm going to be wearing. So hopefully that helps, and you know whether or not you want to actually, watch through the whole end of the video. Again, this is Cocoa, and that's it with gold glitter gloss. So I will be right back, and I will go ahead and show you how to get this look. Thanks, and stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back. I just went in and took off the Cocoa, and you always want to make sure, I'm just going to show it to you again, that's the color for today, Cocoa, and it's a beautiful brown with gold reflex. The light just doesn't even do it justice, but anyways, I went in and I made sure that my lips are clean and dry, and you always want to make sure if there's any kind of rough, scaly, patchy areas that you go ahead and do some exfoliation just to make sure that your lips are as smooth as possible, because it definitely helps, especially with any of the darker colors. You really want to make sure that it's super smooth, because it will definitely help not to have any patchy areas or anything like that, which makes sense even when you're wearing regular lipstick. You don't want to have bumpy areas, or else you'll be able to see them really easily. So okay, so I'm going to go ahead. You always want to shake up your LipSense for 15-20 seconds, and then you'll apply your 3 coats or layers in very, what do you want to say, thin layers. So I'm going to go ahead and got this. You want to always wipe off your excess, any that just, because sometimes when you pull it out, there's just a little bit, and sometimes there's a lot. So, all right, so let's see. And again, I'm always trying to look at my makeup mirror. It's like, oh, maybe I should just put that up higher. I wonder if that would help. And then I'm not always having to look down. I don't think I have anything to put it on right now, though. But it's a thought. It's a thought. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just doing that again, wiping off any extra. And then these darker ones are definitely easier to come off as a little bit patchy. You got to get a little bit of a, I'm still wiping that off of you. Got to get good at making sure you got a nice thin layer. And you always want to go in one direction. It may look a little funky until you get 1 or 2 coats going on, because sometimes it does get a little bit darker, like if you wind up wiping it off, but there's still quite a bit on there. So that's 1 coat, and if you're ever curious, you can just like tap it, and if it feels a little wet still or tacky, you can just wait another couple of seconds, but it really doesn't take that long to dry in between layers. Okay, so I'm going in for my 2nd layer on the bottom. And if you get it anywhere where you don't really want it, as long as you wipe it off really quick and don't leave it there to dry, you can usually kind of get it off without having to use the oops remover. And one of the other important things, I'm just kind of wiping it off again, still doing my 2nd layer, but now I'm just doing my upper lip. Always make sure you get in on your waterline as well. One of the things I was going to say is always make sure you keep your lips apart and you don't want to let them come together, because the lovely process that molecularly bonds this lipstick to your lips will also actually kind of bond your lips together a little bit. And it just is not pleasant when you're trying to get them back apart. So do as I say, don't do as I do. It's really not recommended that you try to talk and chat while you're doing this, but just because, you know, I got to be able to tell you what's going on, and I don't want you just sitting there staring at me while I'm putting on my lipstick. So I just wouldn't recommend normally chatting while you're doing this. And I'm just going in for my third coat. Let's see. And so I make sure I get in those corners. And you can always go back and even this up when you're done. I usually do that because I like to line my lips. And I'm just wiping this off again so that I can do the third coat on my top. Always make sure you get on the end in your waterline. If you ever get it here, just wipe it right off, but you just want to make sure you get inside there as well so that it'll help to protect the longevity of your color, because that's going to be the first place it'll want to break down, obviously, is where food and beverages, water, whatever, is going to be touching it. Okay. Give that a second to dry. And that's what I'm talking about, going back and just kind of like touching it up to make sure that you've got it even and stuff, especially with your darker and brighter colors. It's a little bit more obvious whenever it's not, you know, precise. And so that's normally when I would just go back and kind of wipe off the excess again, unless you don't have much on there to begin with, because some of these colors have a lot of excess and other ones don't pick up that much on the wand. But okay. I'm just kind of lining it just to even it out. Can you see? You can line it as tight or as overlined as you like to. I know some people like to super overline their lips, but I'm just trying to get it to where it's evened out. One thing about this color as well, it'll actually make your teeth look really white. Just, you know, just saying. And again, it's got the beautiful gold reflex in it. It's a kind of like, you can already tell because there's no gloss on it, and it's kind of shimmery metallic because of the, I mean, not super metallic, but it's not a flat matte either. Okay, I'm just gonna go here. In that corner, over here. It's really hard for me not to talk. I'm always saying I feel like a ventriloquist when I'm doing this because I want to talk to you while I'm doing it, but at the same time I know I shouldn't be. Okay, so that's pretty even. I mean, you can keep evening it out more if you want to. I just don't want this video to be like a half an hour long. And you just, oh, I'm wiping. And you just, you know, play with it and get it to where you want it. The darker colors you're going to want to make sure you get as even as possible. And sometimes you're able to even out the corners like that. Just bring it down a little bit more on the bottom. I've done my fair share of playing with these. When I first got it, I was afraid to line my lips just like what I was doing with the doe foot applicator, and so I actually used to use an eyeliner brush in order to, you know, to do that. But after playing with it for a while, it's gotten really easy, and I don't even use the eyeliner brush at all. I was gonna double check. I don't really think there's a whole lot left to fix or anything. So that is three coats plus kind of a lined to make sure that it's overall kind of smooth. Again, that's this beautiful cocoa color that is a bronzy brown. I would say like a dark bronzy brown with kind of gold reflex in it. You can see the gold. I don't want to put my lips together because I really don't want them to stick, but that's very pretty, and that's even without the glossy gloss or anything yet. So I'm going to grab my glossy, and that just looks like this. It's clear. It's your standard go-to gloss for any of your colors. And you always want to make sure you get in here really well too. And you can just kind of like line the bottom depending on how your lips are. My bottom lip is a little bit bigger than my top one. So sometimes if I just want to do a little bit of gloss, you always want to make sure you get in the corners really well, because that'll be like the first place it'll want to stick. But anyways, what I was saying is if you have like a bigger upper lip, sometimes you can line that one first and just kind of, you know, put them together, see how you like that. And if you, like me, sometimes that's why I like to I'll line my upper lip a little bit bigger so that it seems like they're more even, but my bottom lip is actually way fuller than my top lip. So just something to keep in mind. But by the time you get done lining them, they both look pretty all right. Okay, so get my trusty, I want to say napkin. Okay. And that was it with cocoa with just glossy gloss. And by the way, it's the wonderful part of, I always have to do that because I forget sometimes that not everybody knows what lip gloss is. Lip gloss. It's been a long day. Not everybody knows what LipSense is, and that it's this amazing lip product that doesn't come off. It's kiss proof, smudge proof, budge proof, waterproof, baby proof, life proof, kissing your sweetie proof, and it doesn't come off. And you can eat, drink. I put mine on usually at 6:30 in the morning on an average day, usually during the week. Weekends I sleep in a little bit, but I'll usually put mine on at 6:30 in the morning, and it's still like this at 10:30 at night. On very rare occasion, super rare, on some of the darker colors, you might want to keep your color with you in your purse or whatever. It doesn't really happen that often, but I've always kept, you know, my color with me just in case. Right in here might start to wear off, and 9 times out of 10, I hardly ever have to use it. But if you ever have, everybody's different. Your pH, your saliva production, all that stuff is going to be something that's going to factor into how long your LipSense is going to stay on. That's why they guarantee anywhere from 4 to 18 hours, is because everybody's different. Some people have the habit of chewing on their lips. Some people have a habit of licking their lips. Some people have a habit of playing with their lips. And the more stuff that's touching your lips that has anything that might break down, you know, and like some people, even though we recommend they don't, they bypass the glossy gloss and they'll try putting their own chapstick or some other gloss on with it. And depending on what's in it, that might break it down. Ours is one of the few that won't get broken down by oil. I mean, for the most part, I eat salads that have the vinaigrette oil dressing. I've eaten pizza, I've eaten burgers, I've really tried this stuff out. I've eaten fried chicken, and it'll still be on, like, really well. The best that I've ever seen, having tried, you know, MAC Pro Longwear, CoverGirl Outlast, Revlon Color Stay, and I have done, since I've been using LipSense, I have done some color comparisons, and yeah, I am excited to have a product that I believe in, that I'm able to share with people, that I know you can eat, you can live, you can kiss people, you can go about your day, and you don't have to wonder, oh my gosh, you know, should I be checking my lip stuff every 5 seconds because it just smeared off? You can accidentally, like, bump into somebody and not have it all over your face, you know? It's a wonderful product, and it stays put. Enough said. All right, I'm going to jump in to, I think I'm going to do Opal Gloss first because the other ones are a little bit on the glittery side, so we'll try that first. It always does something interesting. That is very cool. Just want to make sure you get all over, because the opal is usually going to give it a groovy, like, change the color completely. This made it actually didn't change it a whole lot, only it gave it almost a little bit more of a, instead of a brown, it gave it kind of like a purpley hue, which is really cool. You know, you never know, because if it's already purple, sometimes it gives it a reddish pink hue. If it's brown, it gives it kind of like a burgundy purple hue. It's really pretty. So this is Cocoa with Opal Gloss. Very cool. Okay. And see, nothing. I love LipSense. I know you can't, yeah, you don't know that by now, but okay. So anyways, this is the one that I was wearing in the beginning of the video. This is Gold Glitter Gloss, if you can see that. And it's this beautiful gold glitter gloss. Yeah, it's all in the name. And I'm just, sometimes you need to mix up the colors a little bit like this, because if you don't, you know, use them all the time, they might sit and then the product will settle. I guess that one's been sitting there for a little while. I don't reach for the gold glitter gloss quite as often as I reach for the silver glitter gloss, but when I'm using brown colors, a lot of times I do. So, also, sometimes I will say to look right here. You see where it's building up as like you're, you know, mixing it all around. You'll see a ton of product that you can wipe off right there, and you can see it right there. And I might just start by using that, so that that's not going to get all gunky and just get wasted. I hate to waste beautiful glittery product. And you just spread it around. You can use your finger or whatever. And actually, I don't even need to use any of it that's in here. I think that's, you know, enough just from what I got off of that wand. So this is Cocoa with Gold Glitter Gloss. This is one of my favorites with Cocoa, just because with the beautiful brown color that it is and the fact that it already has some gold reflex, this really brings it out. And it's like, it's just such a pretty color. That's all I can say. Super pretty. Especially if you're looking for a darker brown instead of a super light brown. I cannot say enough about how much people love this color for fall and winter. But, you know, that's pretty usual because the darker colors are ones that, I mean, some people wear them all the time. I'll wear this color anytime just because I'm in the mood and maybe it goes with my outfit, but I'm kind of different like that. I just kind of go to my own beat. And then here is Prism Gloss. This is the new gloss that we just got. Oh look, I still got gold on me. And it is super pretty, very prismy. Again, to me, it just, I wish that it showed up. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of that too. I don't think there's a ton, but it just, I can't even begin to describe how much more of a dimension that the Prism Gloss gives as opposed to even just the glitter gloss. But I don't know if it'll even pick it up. But you can tell how much this makes your teeth look really white. I like this color. But the Prism Gloss is super awesome. You'd have to see it in person because it just, there is no explanation. I mean, it just looks like glitter on here, but when you see it in person, you can see all the different like colored-y reflex in it. It's almost like a mixture of like gold, silver, pink, I don't know, tons of different glittery colors, all multi-dimensional, making a prism effect on your lips, and it's pretty awesome. So anyways, this is it for, gotta have my drink, sorry. Gotta have my glitter. Whenever I talk and I do these videos, I always start to get like all dry. My throat does. So anyways, this is Cocoa. I hope you like it. I hope you like the video. I think the next one is dark pink. So I should be doing that one tomorrow. Oh, and hopefully I'll remember to show you the cool little lippy things that I meant to show you like several videos ago. But anyways, don't want this going over like half an hour. So I hope you have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow for LipSense at lunchtime. Bye-bye.